Point of no return, point of no return. Welcome back, man. We know too much. We've seen too much. We've been through too much. We are experiencing way too much. God done revealed himself to us over and over again for us to go back to the way we used to be, the way we used to think, react, and respond to life, man. It's your Holy Ghost homeboy Slim, SLIMM, simply living in my moment, which means yesterday is gone. Tomorrow's never promised. All you have is right now, this moment, and I hope you're fully living in yours because I'm fully living in mine, man. Just back with another quick word. Take care of God, and God will take care of you. And it's the times where you can look back on your life and understand that it was nobody but God that got you through that moment, that time, that is getting you through what you're going through right now. And that's the difference between you and everybody else, between you and a lot of people, between you and the masses, because you understand that God is not only real, but he is living and active and moving in your life. You got to stay focused on what you have and what not you have. You feel me? Don't compare yourself to other people, because people can have all these riches and all these tangible and monetary and material things, but they don't have their salvation, their liberation, and new beginnings. You can only get your freedom. You can only get a fresh start. You can only get total forgiveness and acceptance and unconditional love and peace beyond understanding only with God, because he's the only one that can look at you and be like, you know what? Despite everything you've done, despite what you said, despite what you've been through, I still love you. I still got a place for you. I still got use for you. And because you listening to me, because you keeping me alive, because you defended my name, because you speaking highly on me, because you keep me as the first solution to any problem, you feel me? And the ultimate solution to any problem. Number one answer, you feel me? He gonna continue to reward you, and he gonna continue to keep you separate from those who are going every way but the right way, but the righteous way to get where they at and to get what they have. But how are you taking God in conversation, in thought, with time? What are you doing outside of Sunday? What are you doing outside the church? What are you doing once you close that Bible? What are you doing once you get finished hanging up that prayer call? What do you do? What do you say? How do you live? Because if the only time that you are bringing God to the forefront or bringing God in the picture or in the mix is when you are around other people in that type of setting, then you're not doing enough. If you only happy and pleased with God when your life is going perfectly and according to plan, and then when something happens, you quickly give up on them, or you blame them, or you start trying your way or doing your way, you stop going to him for advice or for counsel, you stop trusting him, you stop talking to him, you stop praying him, you stop being his friend, you stop listening to him. All these things you do because you didn't get your way, or because the life that you was living became adverse. And instead of looking at these problems as obstacles to only get you to the best version of yourself, you looked at it as an opportunity to blame life, to blame God, to blame this person, to blame yourself. But at the same time, you're not moving your feet forward. You feel me? You stuck in whatever that moment or bad experience is. You stuck at that place in time where you fracture and where reality hit you and where your bubble was bursted. You stuck, bro. In your glory days, you're living in moments that you can't get back. You living in a time and a place to where it was acceptable for you to be living how you was living, speaking how you was speaking, being how you was being. But now that time has elevated and moved on, so should you. You know what I'm saying? As you become older and more mature in the faith, yes, you do put away childish things, not the imagination, not the creativity, not the hope, not the eyes that you're supposed to have for God. You're supposed to see God as a child, bro. But as far as the things that you know are counterproductive to your lives and the lives of others, even the ways you think, even the ways you posture yourself and the way you look at other people, and it's just so many times where people not doing nothing to nobody and they just living and they just happy and they at peace and they done maintain some level of value because they have found and discovered their purpose, and they discover within their purpose, that's when they can make an impact and have the life and really the say so over life the way that they should and the way that they want and need and desire to. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have God, you're going to continue doing it your way. You're going to continue coming up with scheme after scheme, plan after plan, or you're going to discover something dark or something shady, you feel me, that you feel ain't too bad. And you're going to do it until it run its course, and they'll never run its course, because if somebody doing something, bro, and you being profitable out doing what it is, even though it's wrong, you're going to keep doing it until you get caught. It's rare that somebody will give up their particular lifestyle when they don't have to. It's rare that somebody will stop doing something that brings them gratification. You feel me? When ain't nobody making them to or forcing them to, but when you get with God and you allow him to clean you up, you're being restored and renewed and hopefully released, you know, back into the world as a new creature, and you're going to be unrecognizable because you so cool. You feel me? But the way you look, the way you are, the way you present yourself is regal, is royal, but you so humble and down to earth, so it's perplexing. And a person only achieves beauty. That's what being beautiful is, bro, because you totally aware of your gifts, your skills, your natural abilities. You totally aware of how you look. You totally aware of how you dress, your impact on people and everything, but that's not how it is. Like, you looking at the total package because your heart right, because your mind right, because your salvation is intact, because you know that you have a place that you're gonna go to after you leave this earthly being, this flesh, bro. Like, you know that you're gonna move on to bigger and better things and continue doing your work, getting people back to God. So when you taking care of God, he always gonna take care of you. And then when it look dire, when it look like there's no way out, when it look like you should be giving up and distressed and locked up or insane or without your wife, without your husband, without your family, you know what I'm saying? And it looked like your people shouldn't love you no more. All these things, you continue to have the respect. You continue to walk with your head high and your chest out. You continue to feel the pressure of the world and pick your shoulders up even higher so you could balance it and carry it better. You continue to look at the burdens and the issues in life that you have and that's been placed on your plate before you, and you continue to look at these things as elevation and a way to get better, only knowing that you're going to get through this and you're going to overcome this only with God. It's nothing you can figure out, bro. It's nothing you can do. It's nothing you can say to change the situations and circumstances that you are in. The only thing that you've been doing is going to God. Every day you get up, day in and day out, you figure it out with him. You work for him now. So when you work for him, bro, like your paychecks don't come every 2 weeks. You're not getting paid hourly. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no one job description that could really detail who you are, bro. Like your HR is different, bro. Like that's your ancestors. That's the Holy Spirit. That's Christ. That's God. Like it's different. That's the angels. That's the universe now that's acting on your behalf because you continue to stay solid and you continue to stay down and you continue to just take care of God. When people discarded him, when people put him to the side or put him to the back burner and they put their careers before him, you know what I'm saying? They put money before him. They put position and title before him. They put their own selves and their own name before him. You feel me? You stayed down and you stayed true and you stayed a student. You stayed a child and you stayed at his feet. You stayed worshiping, you stayed praising, and you stayed listening, and you stayed just trusting him at his word. And then you go out here and put this into action, and then you looking at the impact that it has over your life. You feel me? Like God was the only and is the only being, entity, however you want to place him, that has ever experienced being in his life alone. He's the only one. So he knows what it feels like to have to figure this out and have no resources, have no connections, have nothing but yourself. And once he figured it out, all he wanted was family. All he wanted was community. All he wanted was a church. All he wanted, you feel me, was a relationship. And he wanted a way to always know that he's needed and always know that he's necessary, because it's not enough to say that you're able to take care of yourself, that you fine, that you straight, that you okay, that you made it. What about everybody else? And God is the only person that could be God, because he truly considers everybody else. And he's the only one big enough and patient enough to wait for each and every one of us individually to get ready in our own time, to give our lives and our being and our vessels completely to him. You feel me? And it takes time. So don't rush nobody process. Don't rush they they roll unless they not on the right path. You know, some people out here and they not good people. Some people out here and they not out here to do the works of God, but they here to do the works of the enemy. So not everybody is meant to be your friend, bro. But that's why you keep God, because your spirit of discernment is gonna be heightened. You turned up, bro. Like the more you've been staying separated, staying anointed, staying chosen, staying set aside, and just comfortable, bro. Like at your own pace with God. You know what I'm saying? Because can't nobody rush this process. Can't nobody rush this relationship. But you comfortable at the way that you've been manifesting, that you've been growing, that you've been evolving, that you've been maturing in the faith. And you know, only thing you wish, yeah, you wanted to go faster, but you feel me, but it's no really reason to complain, because you could look back at where you was a year ago or 2 years ago or even further beyond, and you see that it's an infinite space between that person that you were to the person that you are now. So we don't want to go backwards in thought, speak, actions, belief, knowing, none of that. And the only way to continue to stay grounded in this place where it is set up to make you go crazy or make you be dependent on anything and everything and everybody but God, because somebody's looking to profit, somebody's looking to gain power, somebody's looking to transfer their negative energy to receive, you know what I'm saying, some of your light and keep going to the next person. Somebody's looking to manipulate, somebody's looking to steal, somebody knows the truth and they looking to conceal it from the next person so they can continue to have a one up and continue to be an abuser, bro. But you gotta be equally yoked to God, and you know that spirit, you know that frequency, you know that vibration, you know that sound, you know that feeling when it's Christ, when it's the Holy Spirit, when it's the kingdom. And you know when it's the enemy, because you feel just an urge, bro, just to really either stay away or attack. It's not really no neutral thing, no middle thing. Nah, it's either I'm going to stay away from you or I'm going to do something to you. That's when you know it's the enemy, when you ain't even got to talk to this person or know who they are. You ain't even got to see them but one time, bro. But it's just certain people that scared, that carry that spirit of the enemy. They mark, man. And just like they mark, you mark too. So that's why so much come against you. But now you're at a time where everything is being reversed, bro. Everything is being started over, bro. Like you getting, I told you, your liberation, your salvation, and your freedom, bro. Like it's all coming, and it's all gonna equal a new beginning. And you're going to look at life totally different. You're going to live totally different. You're going to breathe totally different. You're going to be thankful, totally different, humble, totally different, bro. And you're going to be preserved in this pristine state that you're in. Like your prime is going to reign for a long time. What God is about to do with you and what he's doing with you is about to shake the world up. About to shake the world up, because everybody think they know it all. Everybody think they got control. Everybody think they got the answers. Everybody think they got power. You know what I'm saying? And there's just not enough people saying, you know what, God, I don't know how to do this. I can't figure this out. I can't overcome this. Like, I don't know how to stop hurting. I don't know how to stop, you feel me, doing A, B, and C. But when you one of those and you gone to God, he's come to you. And it's been a back and forth thing, and he's trusted you with some big assignments, with some big missions, and you continue to show out and perform at the highest level. So he's going to make sure that he bless you accordingly to the works, bro, in the deeds that you've done in your heart, because that's where your value is. That's where he measure you at. That's where he going to weigh your life at, your soul at. Like, what have you been doing in the heart, in the faith, in the knowing, in the truth? You know what I'm saying? And if you've been looking out for me, myself, and I, bro, like I feel bad for you. Feel bad for you, because there's no gratification in that, man. I feel good when I do for other people, man. I feel good to sit back and provide a 5-star meal, and I sit back and eat me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, man. Because I just like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I just like serving and assisting people and just giving people a good day and giving people a break from their normalities and their routines and just their suffering and just their thoughts and just the attacks. I just want to give you a space just to breathe and just to be and just see the goodness, not only in life, but in yourself. But I promise you, if you take care of God, he would take care of you. So now that he saw the way that you behave and conducted yourself through the times when you're in the valley, now you about to go, man, and reach that peak. So just get ready to celebrate. Get ready to cry tears of joy. Get ready to really just be a blessing to others. But like I say, man, just take care of God and He'll keep taking care of you. Till next time, Slim.